Hey Taurus, how are you doing? This reading is for Taurus for the week of September the 15th to the 21st, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Also, a shout out and a thank you for all the ways that you like, share, and subscribe. I couldn't do these readings without all your wonderful support, so thank you so much. I'm so truly grateful. What is going on for the fabulous and most amazing Tauruses? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What's coming towards you? The Ten of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. What you are focused on is the World. Major Arcana for the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. There you are, standing in your power. In your blocked and challenged position is the Eight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And your outcome is the Chariot. Major Arcana for Cancer. Okay, Taurus, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. And when I was shuffling off deck, I heard rise and shine. So there could be something about you rising or having some kind of light bulb moment. It means rise above some kind of circumstance or situation. How do I get myself unstuck? Because in the blocked and challenged position is the Eight of Swords. And Eight of Swords is self-imposed prison. I'm stuck, tied, trapped in some kind of circumstance or situation. I feel limited. But there's something like rise above what you feel limited by, because you're actually, this is an illusion. You're limitless. So it can be some kind of victory, like scoring a victory, but there still needs to be something about preparing and getting out ahead of it. So maybe this is something about getting up earlier or rising above a certain situation, because Page of Swords is a new beginning, new opportunity, new possibility. It is also curiosity or communication. So this could be rising above some kind of commitment, connection, going towards something else. You know, the world is also putting yourself out on a platform. There is something about platinum and platform. And this Page of Swords can also be something about you creating something. So getting something in writing. So rise and shine, write down your ideas. Or there is something about seeking, finding you will seek. Page of Swords can also be something about talking a big story, but the words and actions don't reflect on what is happening. And this is the Eight of Swords. So the more action you take, the more and more you will feel that stuckness or the stickiness. Like, why can't I get my tires unstuck? You're gonna. But it's about taking action. So getting up earlier, getting out ahead of it. And the Four of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Four of Wands is your foundation and stability. It is also about your living situation. This could be something about your home life. Maybe you have somebody here who is an early riser, could be a child. That's my obnoxious brat in the tarot. It could be somebody also who talks a lot. So talk. Maybe you have a little chatterbug or something about noise in the home. So maybe that's why you have to get up earlier so you can actually think your own thoughts before this little chatterbug gets up. But Four of Wands is also wanting freedom from some kind of circumstance or situation. I'm also getting something about an invitation that comes your way. And this could be some kind of travel plans, making plans, reuniting with family, friends, loved ones. That could also be something about marriage. Maybe you're stuck in a marriage with a man-child, woman-child. This person is underdeveloped in the way that they communicate. Somebody here also talks a big story of like, yeah, I want commitment. Yeah, I'm doing great in business. Yeah, you know, I'm traveling, or there's just something here, but the words are really great, but the actions are not matching. So words and actions need to match. Because the Ten of Pentacles is your end-all be-all, your big old house, your white picket fence. But this can also be something about legacy, luxury, community, something about your work life and your home life. You want your work life and home life to change. So it's like having a great idea on how I'm going to do this. Well, put your feelers out there, put your resume out there if you feel stuck in your job or have cabin fever. That's an obvious, but you got to get out ahead of it. Plan and prepare. There's something about planning and preparing. So write a list, prepare, get out ahead of it. And the Five of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And the fives in the tarot signifies change. In your focus is completion and closure. It means wrapping up some kind of cycle. And this could be some kind of cycle that keeps repeating over and over and over again. And you're like, why does this keep happening? Eight of Swords. It can be something that you're doing redundantly and you're being unaware of it. So this is a new thought. An outdated thought. This is a new thought. I need to think a better thought. Five of Swords could be betrayal, belittling, backstabbing, a win at all cost. Somebody here also is in an energy. This is spiteful words or mean words. It could also be some kind of gossip about your family life, your work life. But this Five of Swords is somebody who's trying to bait or hook you back into something here that you've already wanted to close out. I'm also getting foreclosure. This could also be getting out ahead of it, being prepared. Maybe this is a foreclosure on a home. You got to act because this is about a risk. No risk, no reward. In your outcome, it's a fast-moving energy, but it is also claim victory, purification. Stay on task and laser focus. So focus on your life and where you're headed. And this Five of Swords is also cut your losses. Cutting your losses gets you unstuck. It means lose a battle from something about a past situation or a past person. And at the end of the day, you claim victory. But it is also somebody who wants to win at all costs. They don't consider another person's feelings. They just want to be right. So do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? What is this world card? Tying up loose ends where loose ends need to be tied up. Okay. Somebody has closure issues on somebody at a distance. Or you feel like something is out of your reach. And I was saying that to Aquarius, but it's not out of your reach. It's you saying, oh no, this is too far-fetched. There's no way that I can own my own house or, you know, become my own entrepreneur. There's no way that I can make over $50,000 a year. Well, you can't by telling yourself that. But what you can do is being like, yeah, I got it in the bag. This is mine. Take ownership. What is this world card? This can also be something about fighting over a vehicle, fighting over a home, fighting over a job position. And you have the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about fantasizing, dreaming, and visualizing of what you want. The Ace of Wands is power and creation and creativity and inspiration. But the Seven of Cups is fantasizing, dreaming, and visualizing of moving, relocation, wanting to get a new job. But the procrastination is a lot higher than the action. So overthinking and procrastination is a dream killer. So it just requires you to take more action. What is this world card? And the Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And, you know, the Queen of Cups is kind, caring, devoted, hardworking, loyal. I'm also getting closure on some kind of love situation, something that you had a lot of love for. But this is also about you feeling on top of the world and filling up your own cup of love. It means you love yourself unconditionally. Queen of Cups is also reflecting of being like, you know what? People pleaser mentality, seeking validation and approval from your whoever here. But the validation and approval that you're getting is critical. Somebody here is criticizing. People pleaser mentality leads to the detriment of what? Your own health. And this is also your needs not getting met in some kind of circumstance or situation. So it's almost like barking up the wrong tree, trying to get love from a person who can't give you love. So with this Eight of Swords, it's like stuck, tied, trapped, and feeling limited. But there's something about your intuition is trying to pull you out of something. What is this Eight of Swords in the blocked and challenged position? And Justice. Major Arcana for Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Gemini, but Justice in the blocked and challenged position is something that you feel is not fair, or somebody also not putting in the effort. This is also the balancing of karma, or you're dealing with a karmic. It means this just keeps going in a loop, a pattern, a cycle. And justice is also something about what are we going to do about this? But instead of saying like, what are we going to do about this? It's what am I going to do about my circumstance? What am I going to do about my situation? How am I going to get myself out of this contract? The contract keeps you stuck. What kind of contract is this? Is it family holding you back? Is this tradition holding you back? Is it seeking validation and approval that you're good enough to do something? What is this? Chariot. Chariot is also about task. I'm up for the task. I'm up for the drive. But this is also a fast-moving energy, claiming victory, freedom. I'm also getting something about free spirit, getting away from possibly a mother. Queen of Cups is also somebody, again, this could be emotionally a drain to you, or it's stemming from mother. What is this Chariot? You could also be like, you know what? I can get myself out of this circumstance or situation and temporarily go be, possibly live with a mother. This person could just be a mother. It doesn't have to be your actual mother. But this is also, how can I remother myself? How can I be soft and gentle and kind? And the Magician. Hold yourself in high regards. I'm also getting something about prepare. This is the card of simplification. The card of alchemy. It means anything acidic or is like acid, like I said, this is about the card of simplicity. Anything complex must go. And this Magician is also the powers of manifestation. I hold the power, but you have to say that. I hold the power here. I had the power all along. I gave my power away by telling myself I was stuck. I'm stuck in this contract. And this could be something that is, 6 or 7, 8 figures. So maybe you're in debt and you're like, well, how do I get out of this debt? Well, maybe you need to sell a home and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should sell this home. It's a risk. Of course it's a risk, because everything you want, dream of, and desire is doing something you've never done before, which is outside your comfort zone. So manifesting outside your comfort zone. This is also something about you having all the tools, all the elements to manifest whatever the frick you want. Starting by using something about speaking. There's something about free speech. Speak. Manifesting travel. Manifesting something fast. You're going to be manifesting something fast and quick. So something here. I'm also getting, you're either stuck on a person that you love, and this is actually keeping you and holding you back. But have more self-love. Okay, so Page of Swords and Four of Wands. Being invited to go somewhere. But what I'm saying of what's coming towards you, do you want this person because of materialism or materialistic? Does this person want you because you have money? Or you think somebody has money, but really it's going to keep you stuck in a contract? And the Six of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And the Six of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. It's giving and receiving, sharing and caring, but it is also receiving some kind of leg up. It's a supportive energy. So who is loving on you and kind and compassionate towards you and supporting you? This is also finding a nice balance. It means, deposits. I'm depositing in my personal life, and I'm also depositing in, my material life. This is also something about gentleness. If you are giving or donating, this can also be something reaping what you have sown. Or if you're giving and giving and giving to a person, place, or a situation, Page of Swords, this could be somebody who talks a big story, but they are telling you bits and pieces of the story. So this can also be you telling yourself bits and pieces of the story, but the story might not be true. Page of Swords is also an uncomfortable truth. So this could be your uncomfortable truth of like, I don't want to give or go to this party. You don't have to. You have free will because you already know what's going to happen if you go. It is also about donating. So if you have a lot of stuff, maybe you're selling stuff around your home, like purging old items, selling items, buying items. But I'm just getting somebody is also emotionally, intellectually, this person could be very triggered. So they say things without thinking. I'm going back to, there's something that somebody has to get off their chest. You don't want to hear it or you don't want to say it, but it's necessary. What is this? 10 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords. And the 10 of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Yeah, and then this is like work, career, legacy, family, tradition. And then you have the 10 of Cups. This is about cut your losses in some kind of circumstance. For others of you, there's returning to good health and healing and financial recovery. But I would be so picky and choosy of who I spend my time a day with, especially with this giving and receiving. What are you getting and what are you giving? If you're giving and giving and giving and giving, or constantly spying and keeping tabs on a person, jealous of somebody else's success, this is low vibrational energy. What is this? World card and Queen of Cups. And the 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And the 3 of Pentacles is about collaboration and teamwork. Also co-creating with others, or trust that spirit has a plan. Because when I put the 3 Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles together, it's the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is to know your worth, know your value, internally, externally, taking really good care of your own wealth, health, and happiness, and being financially independent versus codependent. I need this person to stay in my life because I need them financially. How does that sound to you? This person needs you more than you need them. Understand that. And that's why you feel empty. That's why you feel stuck in this relationship, this friendship, whatever. And 3 of Pentacles is also about network, or what your net worth is. So somebody here only judges you or will give you love on finding out how much you're worth. But I'm also getting something about how much are you worth? Well, if you only think you're worth $10 an hour, then that's all you feel like you're worthy and deserving of having. No, you got to see yourself, if I'm worth $90 an hour, I'm worth this much of amount. And this is how much you're going to be paid. So let's just say you're putting yourself on a platform. Know your worth. Know your stink. Skunk spirit. Know your worth. This is also apprenticeship appreciation. Or no longer collaborating, wanting to work with a mother. Something about this mother. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is drawing a line in the sand. Saying F this, enough is enough. This is about standing up to a bully, standing up to a cause. Again, there's something about prepared. I'm rising above this. I'm prepared and I'm ready. What is this Eight of Swords and Judgment or Justice in the blocked and challenged position? Either somebody owes you money or you feel like you're owed something. And the Knight of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So there's something about being stuck on some kind of love situation. But the love situation, you either want this person because they have money or status or something here. But this person also, something about feeling betrayed by family and work. Some kind of situation. But the Knight of Cups in the blocked and challenged position is stuck on fantasy, romanticizing something that is actually not what you think it is. So romanticizing maybe a certain situation that happened in the past. Living in the past is depression. Living in the future is worry and anxiety. But living in the now, I live in the now. I plant here. I can network somewhere else. This is higher love. Knight of Cups versus the Queen of Cups, more mature. I need something more mature, or you've matured. So if you've outgrown a situation. So Knight of Cups is also somebody charming, good looking, persuasive, wants to take you on a date, sweep you off your feet. But is this person also, there's something about poetry or music. Two of Wands. There's something about scribing or scripting. So I don't know if you need to write things down, but this is also making plans. Plans aren't going forward here with this. So a Pisces, a Gemini, possibly a Libra, you're like, what are we going to do about this? And it's like, there is no we. This is me. This is me, and this is when I take back my power. I simplify my life. It's called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid, right? It means like kiss my ass as I'm driving my chariot out of this place. It's power. You hold the power here by where you focus your attention. And the Five of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There's something about fighting drama at a distance. This is also projecting. Drama, conflict, arguments, fighting, tension. This is also a deep-rooted insecurity, but you can overcome this because you hold the power. This is also competition and competing. A competitive market. And you're like, yeah, you know, there's too many people in this market. There's no way that I can get the victory. Well, yeah, unless you keep saying that. But there's something about wanting to travel or move fast. But I'm getting something about stirring the shish pot. This stirs up feelings of when you do. You talk about it. You're like, I'm empowering myself. I want to take action. I'm determined. I'm laser focused. And then the pattern starts coming back up. There's something here. So again, it's like my manifestation keeps flip-flopping. Like, where's my manifestation? Where's my manifestation? There's something about prepare. So 5-5. There's things that are changing here, whether you like it or not. Ace of Swords. I claim victory. I have the truth. I have the clarity. Oh, catching your lucky break, a break free. I'm also getting something about an ex. There's something about an ex. Capricorn energy is also father, mother. That could also be you needing to go live with your mother and father just temporarily to get you back on your feet But I'm also getting something about it's from your upbringing. So something about your upbringing keeps you in a place of this prison, but you're not limited. You're limitless in potential with who you want to network with. And I would be picky on going back to somebody possibly at a distance. This person could also be very dramatic. Ezekiel, purple. Destiny, pride, consciousness, and forgiveness. Then more and more you have forgiveness for a person, a circumstance, somebody who did you wrong. Consciousness, awareness also about being conscious. It means, oh, I'm aware of this situation happening. I wasn't aware before that I was keeping myself stuck in some kind of fantasy, la la land, or I had my head buried in the sand this whole time and I could leave. I just had to apply to a different job. But I complained about the situation instead of about taking action. So in the blocked and challenge here, it says indecisive, ego, loss, and judgment. So somebody here has possibly a puffed up ego, pride and ego. The ego is there to keep you safe in something safe, in something cushy. But is it making you happy? Maybe it's safe, maybe it's cushy. Maybe you know the job, but it's not making you happy. You can lie all you want that this is your happily ever after in your commitment. Jovial pink. Pay attention to this one. It's really important. I matter, I am loved, and I am enough. Lift your arms and say, I hold the power here. I hold the power. I have the confidence to get out of this situation. I don't want to network here anymore, whatever this is. And it says compassion, self-care, simplification, and beauty. You have simplification times 2. Something needs to be more simple. And you keep saying, oh, it's so complex because, I live with my mom and dad. You don't have to live with your mom and dad. You're an adult. Yeah, well, I don't have the money. Okay, well, go get a better job. Well, I'm not qualified for that. You have an excuse for everything that's coming up. Just go out there and apply. Say, I've got this in the bag. Be prepared. Go in and find out what this job is about. And then walk into that interview like you're owning it. I have the power, right? Hennial silver. Goddess, psychic, sacred, and proud. It means be proud of who you are. Stand up, it says goddess. Goddess energy is beautiful energy. It's Venetian energy. It also is Venus. Venus is your creativity. It also is your love bucket. Point of view. Change your point of view. This is pessimistic. This is, I can do it. I hold the power. And it says gratitude, assistance, guidance, and understanding. You are being guided. And then here, somebody is being oblivious, separate, dispassionate, and ignorance. So here, this is like creative passion, creative desire. No, it's not. It's like a loss of passion, a loss of desire, and some kind of contract. Detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that arsehole, and throw some shish out. And you're like, yeah, I don't have time in my day to declutter my house. The early bird gets the worm. I'm also getting something about rise and shine. It means set your alarm, go to bed earlier, get healthier. That's about you having more discipline for self. Or just to unfriend that arsehole that is giving you crumbs or telling you a big story, but the words and actions don't reflect on who they are. Be effing grateful. Shish could be so much worse. So the more grateful you can be in the present moment, the more and more opportunities will come for you. The cards are cheeky here, Taurus, but I like them because they say truth. Step away from the crazy-making diet for one hot second. Kale spirulina tastes like arse. Eat some yummy shish. Bacon chocolate beer, get some. So fall off the wagon. Go ahead. If you're traveling, I'm going to eat fast food. But you're not going to beat yourself up about it. And then you go back to this and being like, wait a minute, I said I was going to be prepared. So wake up earlier to meal prep. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You are a grown arse adult. Stop blaming others for your shish. So I was just saying about going back. I'm like, I'm stuck in this relationship, but are you? Stop talking. Shush your mouth and listen. So this is about the parrot. I'm just going to keep talking, or there is something about like, don't talk about what you're going to do. Just take action on what you're doing. So here, it's like, I need to go in and get a loan. I need to pay down this debt. Okay, well, how can you pay down this debt? Or do you need to call somebody up if this person owes you money? You were going through some tough shish. I recognize that. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. It says, gather your tired arse up and handle it. It means get out ahead of it. That's why I keep saying get out ahead of it. You've got this. You've got this when you prepare. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. If there's some kind of investment, because this could be like a generous offering, this person can also be somebody who has a home, or you're going to their home. But what you see is you might network with this person. This person is highly gentle and soft and intuitive. Could be a water sign or an earth sign here. This is also somebody who is a boozer. This person can also be very charming, good looking, tells you a good story. Ladder, climbing towards success by going out and having a good time. Tent, temporary situation. Right, where do you have to go temporarily? Maybe just for 3 months, because this is 3 here. It might only be 21 days. 21 days breaks a pattern. So you need to invest in something for 21 days without breaking it to break a pattern. Throne, position of authority. That's getting a better gig. Shield, you need to defend yourself. It means stand up for a cause, stand up to that bully, stand up to that naysayer, stand up to that projector, stand up to your mom and dad. I'm doing it this way. It's my rules. This is my life and my show. This is how I'm going to do it. Don't like it? Deuces. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. So there is something about this woman here, this mother, and it says wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Is this a work situation? Is this money? Is this somewhere where you pay rent? I'm not sure. Could also be, you and a family member and, your mom. And so maybe your family member is very supportive of your mom, but then you're like, you're not seeing my mom clearly. Again, you don't have to engage. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And Taurus, if you want to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.